Hey, John Prevost here with WhistleBiz.com. Hope you're having a great day. Yesterday we kicked off the POD series, Passion, Ownership, and Dedication, by looking at the identifiers for someone that is passionate as well as passionate within their discipline or subset of skills that we want to bring into our organization. Now that we've looked at that, our next discussion will be around how we take those skills, the passion for those skills, and integrate them into our organization. Basically, this is where there's a big ceiling here, and lots of organizations get stuck here. The social ecologist Peter Drucker said, knowledge workers are, of course, who we're keying on. That's 90% of our economy. That can be anybody from a lawyer to a graphic designer to an engineer. Knowledge workers are typically more committed to their professions than to the organization where they are employed. Okay, so that's Peter Drucker. Interesting. This is what we're trying to combat. This is what usually ends up in being a journeyman career for an individual that goes from company to company, and maybe they don't feel like they're respected or that their methodologies or discipline is respected in that organization. And the last 2 to 3 years, typically, what we're looking for are dedicated employees that are 10 to 15 to 20 years. We're looking for somebody that's going to be sticking around. There's no way that we can control our culture, much less have happy employees, if we have people coming in and out every 2 to 3 to even 4 years. That's not enough. Even in the IT field where people are changing over all the time, that is not the goal we're trying to get to. We need to break through the discipline, the profession that somebody brings in, the passion they have for that, so they care less about their profession and more about the company and more about the projects and products they work on. So how do we get to that point? Well, there's 2 major identifiers that I would like to hit on in the next couple of days. The first one is affirmation. This is the organization saying to the knowledge worker, I understand what you do is important. I may not understand everything you do because I'm a manager and you're a specialized knowledge worker, but we're together going to collaborate and put a roadmap out there together for you so you're going in the right direction and you don't have to worry anymore about your profession or discipline. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give them a foundation that supports what's important to them, the passion that they have, so we can direct their passion and focus towards projects, products, and the company itself. So affirmation is number 1. Number 2 is objective measures and standards. So what we want to be able to do is have objectives that are meaningful given to the employee so they know that they're going to consistently get good, important work to be working on. And after we do that, we need to be able to provide measurable results off those objectives. Sounds pretty simple. Not necessarily, and we'll dive into that as well. So having meaningful objectives and results that come out of that is number 2. So the challenge for today is to look in your organization, to look at the individuals in your organization and ask yourself, do they more highly value what they do as to the projects, products, and the company as a whole that they work on? Do they think that their methodologies are more important? Do they evangelize that more than they evangelize the project, products, the people they work with, and the company as a whole? If that's true, then we have a disconnect. We haven't broken through that ceiling yet. And my contention is that it's one of these 2 things that aren't going in the right direction. 1, they don't know their place in the company, or 2, they're not getting meaningful, objective work and results that they're working on daily. It's really one of those 2 things. This is so important that we're going to spend the next 2 days going in a little bit deeper on each one of these fronts. So tomorrow we're going to look at the affirmation front, being able to have an employee find their place in the company so they can feel safe and secure. And secondly, the next day looking at strong, objective, consistent, meaningful work and the results that are out of that. So that's it. That's all I have for today. So good luck with the challenge and look forward to it. Thanks. Bye.